young people. I really want every eye on me. I'm going to walk down the line. I don't care if I'm all the way over there. I want all eyes on me as I speak. Pay attention. Look at me. I'm looking at you all in your eyes. The purpose of me looking at you in your eyes, and the purpose of you looking at me in my eyes, is to see what I'm saying. Is it genuine? Can you trust what I'm saying? Can I trust you? It's important. You have to be able to listen. Listening is the number one skill we have. How do we retain information in our brains? How do we listen? Everybody, pay attention. Even if my back is turned, you should be looking at me and you should be paying attention to me. I'm not purposely turning my back. It's just that the way you all are sitting, I have to make sure that I talk to each of you, so my body is going to turn. But I want you to pay close attention to what it is that I'm trying to say to you. I'm going to give a little bit about myself, and then I'm going to go into the message. As you can see, in basketball terms, I am short. I'm only 5'9" and a half. Everybody that I ever played against, all those guys are 6'7", 7 feet. They are all 100 pounds bigger than me. But what was it about myself for me to be able to believe in myself, to know that I can compete in a big man sport? See, I had a strong foundation in terms of my parents. My parents instilled in me to believe in myself and to be able to read and educate myself. each of you need to figure out what it is that you want to become, and make sure you surround yourself with people that are going to put you in position so you can accomplish what you love to do. I understand that you're going to have testing. Listen. And I might get in trouble by the principals by saying this. But I'm going to take the chance. The grade is important, but it's the information that you receive in taking the test so you can be able to go to the next level that's more important. You can receive an A, or you can pass the test, but when it's time for you to go to the next level, you don't know the information. So you have to read and study. My staff